Namaskar. Welcome to the channel Physics All Around. I am Dr. Rajesh Joshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Toshniwal Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sengav, affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, Maharashtra. The syllabus for BSc second year Physics, defined by Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded, is to be studied by those students admitted to BSc second year, having physics as one of the optional subject for fulfillment of BSc degree. For second year of BSc Physics, the syllabus defined contains some of the important topics of physics. Before getting to know about the content of physics for your second year, you all are aware and have passed BSc first year with 4 different theory subjects of physics and 1 practical. The pattern acquired by the university contains during first year the student has to undergo 4 theory lectures, 4 theory different subjects and 1 practical. The semester system is applied. The same semester system is applied for second year too. During second year of your BSc, you have to appear for examination twice in a year. That is, a semester system is there. So for the first year, those 5 theory papers or 5 papers that you have learned during your first year, the title or the numbering will be continued. During second year of your physics, you have to undergo and learn 4 theory physics papers, subtopics you can say, or sub-subjects. That is for your semester number 3, semester number 4. 2 theory papers will be there during each semester. 2 practicals will be there, that is practical papers. The examination for these practicals will be conducted annually. And in Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, a skill enhancement course has been introduced. So at the second year, you have to learn the skill enhancement course too. For every semester, 1 theory paper will be there for skill enhancement course. The skill enhancement course is an optional subject. Out of your other 2 subjects, means total 3 subjects are there for the BSc. So out of these 3 subjects, student can opt for any one subject for their skill enhancement course. But for the physics, the skill enhancement course is also there. Student can opt for that. So for physics during your second year, paper 6, that is waves and oscillation. This is the paper number 6 for BSc second year physics. And paper number 7, that is statistical physics, electromagnetic theory and relativity theory is there. While paper number 9 and 10, this will be used for semester number 4. During semester number 4, the paper number 8, that will be optics and laser. Paper 9th will be basic electronics. Paper 10 and paper 11, this will be practical. This practical will be examined at the end of the year. That is the annual pattern for the practical examination, whereas the other theory papers are examined at the end of every semester. And skill enhancement course is also there. So therefore, during semester number 3, waves and oscillation is your one of the paper, and statistical physics, electromagnetic theory and relativity is another paper. The theory paper, that is statistical physics, electromagnetic theory and relativity. When you are considering this paper, the basic objectives or expected learning outcome for this paper is that the student should be able to know about the statistical correlationship between the 2 systems. Now, statistical correlationship between the 2 systems means what? When one is assigning with one system and when he is trying to correlate it with the other system, there is a formation of some relativistic equations, or there is a formation of some correlation among these 2. So therefore, when these 2 systems are correlated with each other, then it forms a statistical basis. The fundamental statistical basis has to be aware to every student. These fundamental statistical bases are like probability, frequencies, combinations, permutations. This is necessity to be known to every student. Then comes macro system and micro system. If suppose that a macro system is there, or let us consider about an example of a cube of sugar. A sugar is having a cube-like structure or cubic structure. And when we are defragmenting it into small pieces, so there you can find out it is like a powder in nature. So there you can say a macro part is like a cube of sugar, and when it is cut down into small pieces, it is showing micro parts. Now exactly this macro and micro cannot be correlated with the exact scientific micro and macro, but just to get to know, or just for understanding point of view, you can consider an example of this sugar ball, or you can have an example of this sugar block. Similarly, during this year, this semester, and under this paper, the student has to learn about the correlationship between the classical and the quantum statistics. Classically, the laws of classical mechanics or the laws of physics, which are very particularly applicable for a macro material, when the same are tried to be applied for a micro material, it shows some deviations, and these deviations has to be learned by the student. How the Fermi-Dirac equation, how the Bose-Einsteins or Maxwell-Boltzmann equations are correlating with each other, how the distinguishable particle or indistinguishable particle, how the properties of these particles are changing, or how they are forming an equation, that has to be studied by the student during second year of their BSc. And what are their applications in photon gas or electron gas, how these Maxwell-Boltzmann, Bose-Einstein or Fermi-Dirac equations are applied, that is to be studied by the students. Similarly, there is a chapter that is electromagnetic theory. During the previous year or during the second semester of their first year, the student has come to know about electricity and magnetism as one of the chapter. There they may have learned about the transformer, choke coil, or how the electromagnetic induction is used in generating current across the secondary coil of the transformer. But here they have to learn about how the Maxwell has tried to correlate this electromagnetic induction in counting the generation of current across the secondary coils, how the Ampere's law is used, how the electromagnetic energy or Poynting vectors and how the waves associated with these magnetizations are there. That has to be understood by the student during the electromagnetic theory. Similarly, relativity is there. That is how two systems are correlated. So therefore, the basic learning expected outcome for the paper number, that is how two systems are correlated. So therefore, the basic learning expected outcome for the paper number 7, that is statistical physics, electromagnetic theory and relativity, is, in short, the student should come to know about how the statistics in relating the two systems can be understood. So this may be macro system, this may be micro system, or this may be a system of motion of one system respective to another system. That is, in case of the theory of relativity, when inertial frame of reference and non-inertial frame of reference, when these two are correlated with each other, of course by using the theories that has been put forth by a scientist like Lorentz, Galilean, Einstein. So therefore, it is expected that the student will come to know about correlative equations, the correlationship between the two systems, and that can be applied for understanding various phenomena. So therefore, we are expecting that the student will definitely enjoy learning statistical physics, electromagnetic theory and relativity during their second year. Physics as one of the optional subject, paper number 7. Thank you.